Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to create the knee controls. Now we can do this a really simple way and just do create and create a NURB circle like we did for the rest of it. I want to show you a different way. I'm going to go to Polygon Primitives and I'm going to switch to Platonic Solid and hit the settings box. In here I'm going to make an octahedron with 0 subdivisions and apply. And then I'm going to click on close. Excuse me. I'm going to drag this off to the side. And although this is now it's a mesh, it's a 3D mesh, I'm going to create my controller around it using create curve tools, and I believe it's the EP curve tool, and I'm going to hit the settings box. I'm going to make the curve degree linear, and from this point on I'm going to hold V and I'm going to simply click on each one of these verts, holding V to snap to vert, and I'm just going to basically trace this holding V the entire time. And you can go over the same lines again if you need to. It's not a big deal. So once you have this completed, I'm just going to double check. Go ahead and press return or enter and modify center pivot. And now you've created your first custom controller. Another thing we can do, I don't know if they even have it in here anymore. You used to be able to do something like close mesh or close, but I'm not sure if it's even in here. Regardless, we don't need to do that because it's we're not going to be using this other than just animating it like this. So I'm going to delete this original one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap this to the knee control, or the knee joint, excuse me. This is the knee control. Okay, and then I'm going to scale it down. That seems like a pretty decent size. I'm going to duplicate it and snap the next one over to the other knee joint. And then I'm going to select both of them and drag them out about to here. Now I'm going to rename them L knee CTRL and R knee CTRL. From this point, I'm going to select my left knee control, shift select the handle under my rigging tab, constrain, believe it's aim, hold on, let me double check. I'm going to click maintain offset and apply. Oh, not that one. Constrain. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not that one. It's select the left knee control, shift select the ankle IK handle. We're going to do constrain pole vector. I'm going to hit the settings box just to make sure. Weight should be 1, meaning 100%, and then I'm going to do apply. This line should pop up at and point directly to the hip joint, and from here you'll see now that I can animate the knee however I need to. Same thing with this side. Select the knee control, shift select the IK handle, and constrain pole vector. And now this one will control this knee, as you can see. That's all there is to these. I'm going to do a modify, and I should have done this before, but I don't think it'll matter for these. We just have to make sure we do this before we get on to another step, which we're going to cover in the next video. So that's all there is for creating the knee controls, and we should have all of the lower body controls created now, and then we're going to create in the next video something called a global control. I know I mentioned that in my previous video that was going to be the next one, but it just slipped my mind that I had the knee controls to still do. So now that we've got that, we can actually, you can do this or not. It's not a super big deal, but I do it. I'm going to parent my knee control to my foot control. I find it much easier to animate knee control to foot control. Press P. So now when I move this around, however I do, that follows, and then I can also move this around to counter-react it however I need to. So that's the knee controls, and in our next video we're going to cover cleaning up the rig and creating the global control. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for the next one.